Hello and welcome to 7 Minutes of Inspiration with Seven. You're watching me, Latasha Guy. You're either catching me on my Facebook, YouTube, or you're catching snippets on my Instagram. It is a pleasure to be able to join you on today. I contemplated jumping on today because it's been a very, very long week. We've had just things going on in the family, things going on at work that I really haven't had much time to sit down and dedicate into zoning, into focusing. But again, I always say we got to press on. We got to press on even when we don't want to. So I'm here and I'm pressing on. And I'm just here to share some things that have been circulating within me, causing me to ponder upon. And I promise to keep it to 7 minutes today. But today's vlog, I won't even put a title on it. It's just, when we begin to think about those things that we're adding to our life, the title is just make sure that you're adding more than you're subtracting. And make sure you're subtracting the right things, guys. Make sure that you're adding the right things to your life. And so the first thing that came to mind as I began to think about vlogging this week, I went into doors of opportunity. Just recently, last Sunday, I was attempting to go to the bank. And I had dropped my daughter off at work. I headed to the bank and I went to the ATM, and the ATM was not accepting cash. Literally, you had to be just depositing a check. So I'm like, when have I ever went to the bank and the bank was full? But neither here nor there, I left. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this later. I got other stuff I need to handle right now. I had some people coming over. I'll just deal with this later. And so keep in mind, guys, I'm at the PNC. There's the ATM that I'm at. There's another ATM on the other side. And then there's the ATM actually on the side of the building. So 3 ATMs at the same building. I went through that drive-through. It said it wasn't taking any cash. I left. Whew. Got ready to go and pick my daughter up later on that night. And I thought back. I said, well, I'll go down to another location that I knew wasn't too far from the house. And I said, the location you went to earlier had multiple ATMs. Why did you just try that one ATM and leave? And I said, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back, Lord, because usually when he's depositing something in my spirit, it's something he's trying to teach me. And so I went back to the ATM, and I didn't go to the one that was on the outside because you should always be careful. It was late. I went to the one that was at the other drive up location, which was right directly across from where I was previously at, where I could not deposit cash. Yeah, when I put that card in and, selected deposit, and it just, asked me, did I want to deposit cash or check? I was confused. I said, how did I come through here? Literally just hours ago. And I didn't think that there was multiple other ATMs at this same location. I was stuck on that one ATM not being able to process my transaction. And so it just opened me up into thinking about doors and opportunities. How many times are we just knocking at that one opportunity, at that one door, and we don't realize there are other opportunities and other doors all around us? Like literally, it blew my mind in what he was just showing me in that one thing. Here it is, you're about to run all the way across town to make this deposit, and you had multiple options at the location in which you were at. And so I just began to think, I get it. I no longer can look at things from one perspective. I can no longer think that things will happen one way. I've got to tap on multiple doors. I've got to use all of these different options that I have available to me, the gifts that have been instilled into me, to knock and move forward towards those purpose and plans that are over my life. I don't have to just look at one door and know that if that door says no, know that there's no access at that location, that's the end for me. There are other doors, there are other windows of opportunity that I have to zone in on, network with, and make sure that I'm taking advantage of. Another thing that came to mind this week was thinking bigger. Even in talking with my husband on today, he began to share with me just some of the things that he would like to have. He's seeing as far as the future of some things that he's endeavoring in, and he was just thinking really big. And he had shared with me that, he was sharing that with someone, and they were like, man, that's going to be a lot. And he said, I think bigger. And so I told him, we was even talking, I said, you know what? If God can bless us with $100-something thousand house, he can bless us with a $200-something thousand house. It's according to our faith and how we believe of those things that we can have in our life. And so I said, why should we think smaller? Why should we think that there are certain things that we can't have, that we can't have manifested into our life? Why is it that one person can have it and we can't? It is all about the power of manifestation, the things that we speak out of our mouth, those things that we go after, those things that we are disciplined and making sure that we're going after, as far as the purpose and plans that have been instilled over us. I believe in miracle, guys. I'm just never going to stop believing in miracles, because God has done too many things in my life for me not to believe that he can do it. Even when I have been down on my luck, there are just seasons where he has stepped in and he has encouraged my soul, and he has let me know there is nothing that is too hard for him. There is nothing that he can't make be manifested in your life. It is according to his will, those things that we shall have. If he says that it shall be, it shall be. You just have to trust it. You have to believe it. If he did it before, you have to know that he can do it again. I mean, he is the beginning and he is the end. He knows the things that we'll go through. He knows the circumstances and the situations that we'll have to face, but he will get us through it. And we just have to trust that he knows what he's doing. Even in those seasons of darkness, even in those seasons of uncertainty, we have to walk in it like it's already done. We have to trust them. And I'm telling you, sometimes it gets scary and it gets weary and you find your faith really being tested. But I'm here to encourage you on today. Keep going, keep pressing. Don't stop. Don't give up. Because just when you think it's all over, God's got another opportunity for you. God's got another door that he wants to open. God's got another heart that he wants you to pour into. God's got another plan. He's working on plans even when we're at that point of fainting. He's working up that next miracle. So continue to think big. Know that there are many, many doors of opportunity. You don't have just one. You have options. Realize that you have options, and God can do anything but fail in your life. He's had your back before, and he's going to continue to have your back in the future. Trust him. Let it go. Face your day in prayer. Never give up. I leave you with this always, because my 7 minutes is up. Refuse to live less than blessed, because that's what you've been called. And guess what? You're amazing. Stop subtracting, guys, and begin to add to those things that are in your life. Because I'm telling you, the things that are in store are so much more greater than the things that you've been through. Just trust the process.